welcome to my channel. Many of you have asked about my cam kitchen, so today I'm going to give you a full tour of my chuck box. I'm going to show you how I made it, how I pack it, and also some of the other uses I found for it. Now, I used to keep all my camping kitchen gear in a big plastic box. This worked well as I kept all my kitchen gear in one place, and it also prevented me from leaving stuff at home. But then I discovered chuck boxes on YouTube, and this sent me down the rabbit hole. One of the designs I liked the most was from a YouTuber called Bill Dixon on his Pungo Prairie channel. Shout outs to him, check his channel out. Now, his design was a folding design, a little bit different to many of the other designs. And what I liked about it is that everything was up in front of you. You didn't have to crouch down to access items from the chuck box. And it just looked like a good design that had stood the test of time. I think he said he had been using this chuck box for over 20 years. So I went to the hardware store. I didn't think I was going to get it right the first time, so I thought I'll do a rough design first. I found this box at the hardware, so I bought two of them. Also bought a pine shelf and a thin plank, piano hinges, elbow hinges, and this is what I built. I was busy testing it out while I was still making it. I ran out of wood at this stage. The shelf, to cut the shelf shorter was the right width, and I used the offcut on the side there. I just piano hinged it to the side as a little shelf for the one burner stove. I eventually boxed that in for wind protection. So let's start off with how I pack it. This is the top shelf. We've got some cooking oil. I generally finish one on a long weekend, so two is necessary, so I just throw in a third one for extra, for just in case. I've got my new multi-spice, that's a new addition, aromat, ground pepper, cinnamon. Cinnamon's great for breakfast. I'm trying to check in that box. There's stock cubes and little condiments from takeaways. This is washing up soap powder, washing up liquid, a sponge, a plug, often at the ablution blocks at campsites. There's plugs are missing, sanitizer, hand sanitizer. That's wilderness wash soap from Sea to Summit, and a scrubbing brush. That thing works great. Now we move on to the second shelf. You can see I ran out of wood and I just started scavenging wood. It was during the hard lockdown and all the hardwares were closed, so I had to scrounge around for some plywood. We've got some sugar, coffee, tea bags, hot chocolate. Don't know why I'm shaking it. That's empty. I usually put freshly ground coffee beans in there for my pour over coffee. That's a gas canister or a gas stove as my second stove burner for the camp kitchen. This long section I originally had designed for a water container to go in there with a tap into the basin, but I eventually scrapped that idea and just used it now for storage. Works much better. Keep some gas and some anti-stick spray and cook in there. Sometimes I put, instead of the canister, I put in my favorite sauce, go Mrs. Balls. Now at the bottom there we've got a little cubby hole. I use a little cubby hole, I keep some fire starters, got some matches, a couple of lighters, and then I also use it for a boo-boo box in case at the camp kitchen or at the fire you hurt yourself, cut yourself, burn yourself. Got some alcohol swabs, some band-aids, Panado. Often if you hurt yourself it's painful, so you need a painkiller, a little bandage. I do have a first aid kit, but this is just quick access to it. Burn shield, that stuff's great if you burn yourself. Another lighter, not sure why I need so many lighters. Okay, then we're going to move on to that little space there with that strap. I keep a gas canister in there. That canister attaches to the stove, which is that red box just above it, to form my second burner. Now that flappy thing with the kitchen towel, if anybody's idea to stop it unraveling with the wind, an easy solution, let me know. Camp light squishes in there nicely. And then the kitchen roll fits into the bin or that stainless steel basin. And then this aluminium rod, which I found at the back of my house, I bent it and it just fits in there. And that holds the gas canisters and my little boo-boo box in place, so stuff doesn't go flying when I fold it down. Now the last portion for this top section of my camp kitchen is the cutlery box. So I designed it, but it didn't work out. It failed. A little latch system. You can see that little hook on the right. Anyway, we've got two knives, 2 forks, 2 tablespoons, 2 long teaspoons, a peeler, vegetable peeler, a bottle opener, wine opener, a little army-style can opener. I usually keep 2 padlocks, or one to lock the camp kitchen and the other one to lock my my cooler box. And those are just a spare set of keys for those 2 padlocks. Another fire lighter with a longer nozzle. A sharp knife with a sheath, good for rattling around in the box. A red pinchy grabby thing. A fancy folding spatula. I used to have a wooden spoon. I must look out for that. These are hooks from a tool pegboard. I often put them inside the box, but sometimes I just throw them into the... Okay, that's the little latch that was spring-loaded. Doesn't work anymore. It was nice because as you pushed it in there, it would lock, and if you turned it around to access it during use, it wouldn't engage. Didn't work for too long, though. The basin, although it was designed with the water canister above it, it's still great. I use it to put in peels. I've washed dishes in it. I've had many uses for it. I've had colleagues, putting spices on their meat and stuff in there as well. Now the bottom compartment, we've got 2 flexible chopping boards. Got my single burner stove with a gas canister in it. A toaster, morning breakfast toast over the gas stove. Got 2 melamine plates, large plates. A camping frying pan. 2 smaller plates. This is a stainless steel saucepan or pot, a nice thick solid base, great to make rice, potatoes, all sorts of things in there. This is a sort of camping fire maple camp kettle. I think it's about 800 mils or a litre. It's good for two big cups of coffee, and that nestles into that saucepan nicely. Then I have a sort of insulated plastic coffee mug and a goblet, stainless steel goblet, good for wine and whiskey. Got 2 of those, 2 of everything. This camp kitchen is currently set up for 2 people. I have camped with more people, up to 5, using the camp kitchen. Just need to take some extra cutlery and stuff. That's my Stanley pour-over coffee maker. It works great. Nice cup of coffee. 2 bowls. 2 stainless steel cups. I've only got 1 there. I've got to look out the other one. Just back from my December holiday. These are wooden sticks, skewers, can be used for marshmallows. I use them mainly for bread over a fire, bread on a stick, a random rogue clothes peg, a glove, and then I normally nestle a couple of dish towels. That's a citronella candle, keep the bugs away. I put some dishcloths over there that's some blocks to stabilize or level the camp kitchen, the legs of the camp kitchen. Like I said, just some dish towels over there just to stop the rattle. The setup's pretty easy. Need to get that table level. Remove the pole, spike that thing, the kitchen towel. Turn the cutlery so it's accessible. Get the single burner stove out. Get the single burners. Come on, Chris. There we go. And sometimes, you can hang up some pots, or you take the pots out, or you can leave them in there. But like I said, it's pretty easy from opening the box to get some water on the boil. It's pretty quick and simple. These are the pegs appropriated from one of my tool pegboards. I'm putting in 3. I've got about 4 of them. They come in very handy. A little camp light. It's got a little bug zap on it, but it's not very powerful, so it just ends up torturing the little buggers. Yeah, it still works. And that's it, set up, ready to go. This is a new little addition just to connect the box to the table, just to make it a little bit less tippy. But I've been using it for about 5 years without it. It's just been something that's been on my mind to do. Here's me out on a picnic spot on the side of the road on a long journey. Whipped it out for some lunch. These are some of the other uses that I've found useful with the box. I was at a stopover, sort of like a motel room, and they had a power failure, so I went and fetched the box and I had a cup of tea going in no time with some light. Brighten up the mood. This is at a lookout point, miles away from many shops or restaurants, making a quick lunch and with an awesome view. This here's at a motocross track, on a motocross day next to the track, out making a burger out the back of my car. Very handy, very quick and easy. This is the second stove that I was telling you about, that I keep in that little red box up there with the Stanley pour over coffee. You have to pour clockwise, otherwise you mess the whole thing up, obviously. Good form there, Chris. Here I arrived at a campsite quite late, had to set up, but I was starving. So I was just fried up some sausages, opened a tin of curried vegetables, heated those up, also made some smash, some dehydrated mashed potato, and I was eating in no time. And that's pretty much my camp kitchen. There's the hooks in use, holding some of the spatulas and some of the other items. Although I've hung all sorts of things there, my camp hammer, the pots and pans can dangle there. I was considering putting more hooks around the side, but it doesn't really seem that necessary. And yeah, it's pretty much my camp box. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to subscribe to see more of this, or if you like the video, hit the like button. But that's pretty much it. Glad I eventually got this video out. It's been a long time coming.